thing is that they have restaurants and drinks for the person, but then they also have
She wants you to ride
This
with
is
the bell.
round trip rate.
put in Wisconsin.
26, so you have to pay that per
Recording.
We didn't have everybody yet.
These are the people who are ready.
Then some people are waiting for that.
And we're good to go. Let me see,
We are up with it now. Up to Wisconsin.
let me do it. Because if you delete it, then it deletes off mine too. Yeah, let's see.
November 411. No one. It's probably about 2 hours to get there. Right now it's about 8. It took about 45 minutes now. Saib cho Milwaukee Malibay phải kết tranh rồi 70 per hour. Probably gonna get there maybe in 2 hours according to the map. Bây giờ tôi về Sturgeon Bay too. Esto peluche, pet family. Bây giờ nó là Monday, thì bây giờ một xong Tuesday. Cho tôi biết mà ta có lọt rồi up in Wisconsin. Your little town called Door County here. Very close to Sturgeon Bay. Miles to the bay to Sturgeon Bay. We almost there. Đây là chợ đó, giờ rồi chợ đó, chẳng là sẽ phải hôm nay. Phải tao. Oh, they said we're not here yet. Everybody's tired and needs to go to restroom. More hôm nay. Khana ikha rest area zongo kana de khana. Yeah, em là muốn lúc này là khó không nè. Hôm nay tại vì bên mình chơi cái gì thế? Are we getting close?
Half an hour.
All right. Nice area. Hey, babe. It's a lot of tour to the little town. It's a lot of tour everywhere.
There's another creamery.
So we're gonna hang out here today.
All the cheese, they make a lot of ice cream.
Then we'll go.
Don't.
Tomorrow we'll go somewhere else.
There's a lake there.
To a lot of cars, so we're gonna a lot of tour. Just a little town.
Oh, there's goats on the roof. Yeah, look at.
Oh,
The goat's eating the grass on the roof.
It will fall off.
So nobody haven't been here. Let's come here.
What? Wait.
We'll go.
Wait.
Yeah, out there.
Okay, girls. Oh no. Take a picture.
Yeah.
Just it.
No, they're releasing some water. Somewhere.
Okay, pay. What's on that then? Pay your ticket. Pay your child of I'm to show lumbo and the top memo. Just go and get inside the boat here. All the way down there. They'll ride the boat and the big boat across. So, pay by ticket. Pay Malia. Nó bé tụi chọn là bắt bỏ ticket để bé line na nó để bé muốn get in đồ luôn bao thì nó thọ bé lá đây. So we are here, we are waiting. So okay. The car go to the boat. The car gonna ride the boat. So people can walk out there.
So you go on top. So on top.
And
We have enough smell. We have to
I don't think we can go. I don't know fit all of it in now, but ride the bows.
So we're gonna go out next one.
If you want, you can get out and up there, and then we can go. Speak cool. Now we inside the boat. Oh, okay. Let's try to find another. Let's cross. And motorcycle. Hey, we're going now. Oh. All the cars in here. Cái mùa con nó thì bây giờ mình lúc bao mùa để đồ con nó có tí nó thì bây mà đi mình cha lúc phải nó chẳng phải tới phải cái rai cái lúc kho rai lúc bao giờ tôi là này vô là đi so true I have we have thousand again. Phải hôm một cha nó phải tới. Not yet. I think we are further. Okay. Okay, boy, em để nó để thóc ta để rút phải nè. We're headed down?
I was driving, so I had to go.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
You guys drive it too? Nó thì bé là sát thì là nó sát thì nó thì bé là nó chạy ta thì mà nó bé mà lên mù sai xin thì mù wa mà lu island nó ô bé là lu island nó chỉ mua món nhau nó chỉ mua fast food đó thì bé là order pizza nó cho mình yêu nó ta bé mua xí. Tên tỷ mua mà đu đấy.
Is it all?
Yeah, very good actually. Thauj, Tsheb. Ma, we're gonna ride train. Ride train? Oh, well. What are you gonna do? Ride train? A little train. Right, little train. The car gonna pull this train around.
You want to sit with the older kids up there? No, I'm okay.
There's a one.
I'll sit up there.
So the back.
And please refrain from smoking. If you have any trash you would like to throw away any time during the tour, just give it to me at one of our stops and I'll be happy to take care of it for you. I do have a trash receptacle in the back of the truck. It is cleverly disguised, but that is followed by the 5 Scandinavian country flags. That is Iceland, Norway, Denmark, Sweden, and Finland. This is Detroit Harbor. It's one of 4 harbors around the island, and it is our main commercial harbor. All the ferry boats from the mainland come in here, and everything comes to this island by ferry. Therefore, the boats have to run year-round. There are 4 ferries in the Whiffle fleet. The newest is the Arnie J. Richter. She was built in Sturgeon Bay, but they were followed by the Scandinavians, and that is what we are best known for. We're one of the oldest Icelandic communities in the United States. On our left is the Welcome Center. You can go in there and get all your information about the island. Like places to go, things to see and do, and places to stay. The island does have a lot to offer. We have museums, beaches, bars, restaurants. But my all-time favorite was a couple of years ago. I was just getting ready to leave the dock when a lady came up and asked if we had any public beaches. I said, yes, we have 4. She then wanted to know which of the 4 beaches was closest to the water. Our island is a lot bigger than most people realize. It's about 35 square miles. That is roughly 4 times the size of Mackinac Island. We have nearly 22 miles of coastline, well over 100 miles of paved roads, probably 50 miles of gravel alone. Some of our native tree species include maple, oak, birch, beech, and poplar. We also have conifers like white pine, cedar, and hemlock. A lot of animals here as well, including squirrel, fox, skunk, raccoon, coyote, and white-tailed deer. We have all the same hunting seasons as the state. Occasionally, we'll even get a black bear or a timber wolf from over on the mainland. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. We're also a small town. Our year-round population, of which I am one, numbers a little over 700. So we don't have a lot of duplication businesses. There are a number of privately owned motels and resorts. This time of the year, we have 18 different places to get a bite to eat. We have 9 gift shops, 5 bars, 4 of which stay open year-round, and 3 realtors. Just 1 or 2 of everything else. Of course, this time of the year, with all our sons in there, with our 13 teachers, 4 of whom are retiring. So if any of you are teachers looking for work, you might want to apply. That number 74 also included the class of 2019. All 3 of them. The other 2 buildings you see here are also owned by the town. The one closest to the road is the community center. That has our medical clinic, library, archives, town offices, and the gymnasium for the school. Behind it is the rec center, which was donated by the Mosley family. That has a large swimming pool, hot tub, a weight exercise. Carter administration. Yeah, it's so old we can't get parts, so it's not hooked up to anything. But we do know we have a west-southwest breeze about 10 miles an hour. This is our power plant. It used to be the main source of power for the island until 1982. That is when they ran a cable across from the mainland. And this became a backup power source. On our right, you see 2 rather unusual buildings. This is called Den Norsk Grenda, the Norwegian little village. The buildings were purchased in Norway.
There's grass.
The two-story building houses 2 separate art galleries. The other building is another of our 3 realtors. Boy, and it's sit for a couple of days.
Yeah, put that sheet up there to eat it.
Anyway, the 3rd building here is Man's Mercantile. It's our True Value hardware store. But they sell a lot more than just hardware here. They have outdoor furniture. There's a gas station out back. They have a gift shop with homemade fudge. They sell gardening supplies, sporting goods, hunting and fishing licenses, t-shirts, jeans, hats. In fact, they sell just about everything here, including underwear. Across the street is the Granary Bar and KK Fisk Restaurant. The noise you hear coming is actually the Coop, the outdoor bar. Fisk is fish in Danish, and this is owned by Kenny Coyne. He is a commercial fisherman. He's got a sign in the window right past the nose of that Mustang that says, fresh lawyers. Lawyers are a type of fish. It's a freshwater codfish. It's real name. Different nicknames, but here on the island and in northern Door County, we do call them lawyers. And we do it for a reason. Of course, we have a reason. If you were to dissect one, you would find their heart is rather small and kind of far back and low down in the fish's body. In fact, that little itty bitty heart of theirs is in their butt. And that is why we call them lawyers. They're actually very tasty. This is Nelson's Hall, also known as the Bitters Pub. It's the oldest continuously operating saloon in Wisconsin. Probably the entire country, and it's a great place to eat. Now this was built in 1899 and it became a saloon in 1902. It's been a legally operating saloon ever since. Legally being the key word there. They were open all the way through Prohibition, and they did it by serving Angostura bitters. Bitters was determined by the federal government to have medicinal value. Settles your stomach. So when Prohibition came along, Tom Nelson got a pharmaceutical license and started serving stomach tonic in his bar. That would be 90 proof stomach tonic in his bar. That place still sells more bitters than anywhere else in the world. You can stop in, join the Bitters Club. But you got to drink your shot of bitters to get that membership card. Then you can come over here to Susie's Sweet, get the taste out of your mouth if you don't happen to like it. Some do, some don't. Susie's Sweets is the island candy store, and they have every kind of candy you can imagine. Also lots of homemade goodies like cookies and brookies and hand pies and big pies and little pie, a lot of pies. They also have homemade fudge Italian ice and homemade gelato. On our right is Island Time Essentials. That's fun. Because you are on the cherry train, you don't have to pay nothing. Nada. Zip zilch. It is free. And we like free. This is also one of the old schoolhouses originally built in 1904. It became a two-room school in 1912 when the addition went up on the back of the building. Then the high school when they consolidated. The last class graduated out in 1964 and the Art Nature Center took over the building the very next year. The front room is an art gallery. Only local artists are allowed to show and sell their work here. The back room is a hands-on natural history museum. All kinds of cool things back there, including a working beehive.
Yeah.
You guys haven't heard all my bad jokes yet. Now there's something to look forward to. One bump. Two bump. One more bump. There it is. We survived another one. Our next stop is Washington Harbor. It's the only deep water harbor around the island. It's 80 feet deep, drops off very quickly from shore. It even has shipwrecks in it. At one time, it was a commercial harbor. But those businesses have been gone since the mid-1930s. So now it's all privately owned. Except the Schoolhouse Beach. That is owned by the town of Washington. And the beach is where we are headed next. Schoolhouse is a rather unusual beach. There are only 5 of them in the entire world. Ours is the only one in North America. It's a stone beach, but that is not what makes it unusual. Stone beaches are actually very common. Ours is
แล้วจอปิ้งไก่นอนเจ๊ไปหาหมอใช่ดับปีใครจะไปมาหาตลอดใจ
Yeah. So I guess technically that would make this the beach closest to the water, if you think about it. This used to be a campground in here under all these cedar trees. It was owned and operated by the town of Washington, but the small size of the campground, coupled with the large amount of noise that it generated, made the town decide to get out of the campground business. So they turned this into a public park instead. That way more people would have access to the beach. Unfortunately, it also meant more people would have access to the beach stones. Those stones used to go all the way up into the tree line. People would take 1 or 2 or 1,000. It makes absolutely no difference. We cannot replace a single stone. That is why we have the town ordinance making it a $250 per stone fine for removing them. This is called Schoolhouse Beach for the very simple reason there used to be a school. You'll find donation boxes scattered about on the different buildings here. This is made up of buildings, equipment, and implements that were all used on island farms, dating from about 1870 and going to the mid-1960s. All these buildings are original to the island, though several were relocated to the site. Once we got them here, of course, we had to fill them up, but that turned out to be pretty easy because islanders really hate to throw anything away. But they are great about donating it. So we have a fully functional blacksmith shop. The weaving shed has a working antique barn loom in it from the 1880s. The machine shed has both horse-drawn and self-propelled implements. We have dairy equipment, household utensils, a still, everything necessary for daily life on a farm. Directly in front of us is Pioneer Cabin. Make sure you check that one out. We're going to be here for about 15 minutes. Give you a chance to check the place over. I'll honk the horn when it's time to come back to the train, and I'm going to stay close, so if you want to leave items, feel free to do so.
Tiny house.
Oh, we should just have a house like this. Everything's right here.
Camping should be like this.
Yeah.
How for the camp you ain't can't you went with the stop by and check your little house now. Lên từ nhân nho lên từ hot stop bỏ là tôi sai nữa. Locate to stay Wisconsin. Hey, they have chicken. Equipment. Stove. Got it?
It's going.
Going in? That's only history. Whole equipment. Oh, big one. All equipment. Nó giờ mới cả khó chơi thấu lên tàu chúa này nó là it's really old. Nó tí nó mua tên nhau chia tài theo tên nó phơi lửa tàu non tàu tan tàu nó bây giờ mong tàu giờ té cô tê của tàu là sư để chúng mới khởi kia sẽ được sai và đang là sư tại nó là chỉ là một technology trong đó là
Kate has her hair salon inside the building as well. If you are curious about the name Fiddler's Green, well, according to Irish legend, that is the happy place that fishermen go when they die. Yes, Kate is Irish. She is also a commercial fisherman, just not around here. She crops is a perennial plant. So when they come to harvest, they are only taking the tall stalks with the flowers on them, and they leave the bush behind so it can produce again next year. They grow both types of lavender here. They have the aromatic French lavender, that's the one with the camphor, gives it a very strong lavender smell. So it is used for things like soaps and perfumes. They grow more English lavender here. First of all, it's hardier, so it takes our winters better. But they're not about to take any chance on winter kill around here. They cover each and every one of these lavender plants every winter. The English lavender does not have camphor in it. It still smells like lavender, it's just not as strong. That makes it edible. It's your English lavender, that is your culinary lavender. You can use it like an herb in baking or cooking, or you can use the essential oil as a flavor additive.
We're gonna have to get the kids in the
Of course, you are welcome to go out and check out the plants. Everything is in absolute full bloom right now. It's gorgeous out there. Ever, never, ever touch these plants. They are extremely fragile, and those flowers are their crop. To get out there, you're going to have to go through the gift shop. They have the gate closed. You're also going to find foodstuffs, beverages, and a restroom. Now, we will be here about 20 minutes because, well, that's how long it takes. I will make sure y'all get back to the train. It'll be about 8 minutes after 3. So enjoy Fragrant Isle. They will start harvesting, or actually have started harvesting the other 2 fields already. They'll let this one go until the middle of August, and then they will start harvesting here. So of course they'll be cutting the flowers off the plants, and it won't be as pretty until this time next. Island labor to construct. Because it's a replica, they decided to build it in the same manner as the original. You will not find any nails holding the structure together. It's all pegged and fitted and slotted and tabbed, just like the original. There are tacks in there. Tacks are correct for the time period. Something's got to hold all those shingles on after all. But no nails. While you are in there, you can take pictures and explore it. But please remember it's a real church and treat it accordingly. We're going to be here about 10 minutes. Give you a chance to check out the Saib church. Grab yourself some brochures. Say hi to Tony. He's up there doing electrical work.
Should have by no hoe một sai đâu. Cô nè lúc trên nó là ua xuân đông xí thòng còn có sư nhị chỉ xí lâu chỉ xí nhiều nó chỉ ua nó nữa là hay này. We'll be inside.
Get out of there.
Earlier, the Saib church is owned by Trinity Lutheran. That stone church we passed coming down the hill. The stone version of Trinity was built in the early 1950s. It replaced the smaller wooden church. But Trinity also uses this Saib church. They have services in there on Wednesday evenings in the months of July and August. They use it for memorials, Christmas, baptism. All right, let's go raid the candy store. We had a lot of different logging camps here over the years. We also have a great blue heron down on the dock. See if he'll stay there as I pull up. Oh yeah, he's still there. Still there, still there.
Just wait.
Never know when this is going to turn into a wildlife tour. That is a, oh, there he goes. A great blue heron.
He went a flyway.
Some of those buildings are still in use today, like this one on our left. Built in 1880, this was the cookhouse for the logging camp. Now it's part of Stefan's Cedar Lodge, the nicest place to stay on the island. They got rooms for rent, cabins, apartments, great blue herons on their dock, waterfront with real water in it. About 8 years ago, there wasn't any water in this harbor. We were at a record low then. Now we're at a record high. And if you look to the right, you can see the mainland. It's always nice to know the mainland is still there. A little hazy, but it's there. This is actually the shallowest of the 4 harbors around the island. Doesn't look like it right now, of course, but we are in a record high water cycle. We're 3 inches above the record from 1986. And there's no talk of it going down anytime soon. When this harbor was shallower in the 1880s, it was perfect for the logging camp. They would cut the trees down and float the logs out in this harbor. The road on our right goes down to Sunset Resort. Sunset has been in business for 117 years and been owned by the same family for that entire time. They're on generations 5, 6, and 7. They have a beautiful ferry dock alive, always a good thing. I'm going to take a little kitty corner short right here. And we got the Arnie J. Richter here. Looks like she's about ready to go. So if you do want to leave now, you're going to want to get on this boat without hesitation. Hope you all had some fun on the cherry train today. I know I did, but heck, I always have fun. That's what the medication is for. Thanks a lot, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Have a great time in Door County. Bye, everybody. Thank you, sir. I'm glad
Thank you. We have a big group. We have a big group. Thank
yeah,
you.
I'll say you do. Is that all family?
Yeah, we're
Cool.
family. Chana pe ye takalo be tu to island to rung island no inong le. Chana de pe ha yo chalo taka pa chai bo lo lu dong chai bo je pe mo lo. Tell put us.
You can walk down there if you want.
And you know we're gonna go. So you radio. We're gonna go. Now we're gonna get into the
Ferry.
Feeling me? Okay, we're almost there. Kids is gonna be walk to upstairs. And we're gonna drive the boat in, the khos in. So tonight we're gonna go in a hotel in Sturgeon. To shine it now locate to Nyato, Wisconsin. I had the same guy this morning. Can you push that in?
It's almost ready.
Okay, that's it. We'll fit one more, right?
I hope so.
Okay, we all same growth.
We can put you on the upper deck.
Oh yeah, we can go out there, that's fine.
We'll just adjust that ramp high enough and
Yeah,
to get about 80 miles an hour.
Oh, perfect.
Right on top.
that's
We'll have
cool.
a perfect view.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Good, no problem, yeah. I'll fit one more.
Yeah, one way or another, but it's a perfect squeeze right there.
Yeah, we'll try to squeeze that in there. Already
Perfect.
put this in.
Yep.
You good?
We're all set to go, guys.
Alright. là bé món bò mua kho cho nó cho nó tạo cái bé hay dùng nữa rồi ha không có phải cho nó tạo về đây là lo hơn chiêu lúc phải nhớ đồ lúc bông đó nhớ lúc bông kìa transport เป็นจะเข้าไปusually 30 minutes or 45 minutes เนี่ยต้องเรียนมันต่อชาติวนะเราก็ลองไปwe've been there already, Thauj. Pull my turn back where we're gonna go. Yeah.